The insufficient details about the upcoming season of the popular television show Bridgerton are making fans impatient, but creator Shonda Rhimes took her time writing the script. Many viewers eagerly awaiting the release of Bridgerton Season 3 may be disappointed by the news that production has been postponed. Find out the reason for the delay. Watch this video for full details. First up, here are some explanations for Bridgerton Season 2's ending. While setting up what would happen in the ton in Season 3 and beyond, the Bridgerton Season 2 finale elegantly concludes Anthony and Kate's storyline. Bridgerton, one of Netflix's most popular shows, is known for its period drama and steamy romances from Season 1. There are 8 Bridgerton books for Netflix to adapt, and considering how popular it is, there is a high likelihood that all of them will materialize, with Seasons 3 and 4 already confirmed. Fortunately, there's still a lot more to come. Even if the show seems pleased to stray from its original subject, it is unclear where it will go. Nevertheless, Bridgerton Season 2's conclusion offers a solid platform on which to develop. This served as perhaps Bridgerton's most substantial proof of concept, demonstrating both that Season 1 was not an aberration and that the show can continue without its breakout star, Regé-Jean Page, while also indicating that it is capable of telling multiple types of romance stories, with Anthony and Kate's love being a different one from Daphne and Simon's, but no less engaging. Bridgerton's second season, which continued to develop its characters and moves forward despite some notable absences, was also a transitional year in certain ways. Whereas Lady Whistledown was revealed to the audience at the end of Bridgerton Season 1, Season 2 more completely explores her identity, the significance of that secret, and what transpired when the characters themselves found out. Bridgerton Season 2's outcome, which relates to the show's central themes, wraps up any remaining loose ends, and lays the stage for plenty more drama to come, is wonderfully framed by this blend of romance and scandal. Up next, why Anthony and Kate get married off-screen. The conclusion of Bridgerton Season 2 features Anthony and Kate getting married, which is not surprising. Their passions and wants ultimately won out, making it hard for them to deny their attraction to and love for one another. As a result, Anthony was finally allowed to experience true happiness. Given that Bridgerton is a drama set in the 1800s, it stands to reason that despite their relationship's less than ideal beginnings, it will eventually end in marriage. There must still be a sense of honor, even though Anthony has, in a sense, decided to go against the grain. However, it also indicates that their marriage is genuinely based on love. Perhaps more unexpectedly, Anthony and Kate's wedding takes place off-screen. Bridgerton is a glamorous period drama that never misses an opportunity to dress its protagonist in stunning clothing and dazzle with production design, making deciding to exclude the wedding all the more puzzling. Ironically, Anthony and Edwina's wedding was the one that mattered most in Bridgerton Season 2 because it was about him recognizing his true feelings and later choosing love over duty and honor after Edwina's decision not to marry him. Since that is the real focus of Anthony and Kate's relationship, it is more crucial to depict them as a content family than the actual wedding. Up next, what the bee in Bridgerton Season 2's final scene means. It's different to Season 1. After Daphne and Simon's son was born, the final scene of Bridgerton Season 1 included a bee at the window. The bee is more prominent in Season 2 with a distinct sting in the story and is intended to symbolize things to come. In flashbacks during Bridgerton Season 2, Episode 3, it is revealed that Edmund Bridgerton, the father of all 8 children, was murdered by a bee sting. The bee serves as a foreboding indicator of a past death that would come to the fore and dominate most of Season 2, particularly the long-lasting effects it has had on Anthony, making Bridgerton Season 1's finale tragic. The bee sequence from Season 1 is reversed in the Bridgerton Season 2 finale. For one thing, it doesn't arrive at the end, but rather at the opening of the last scene. It now flies freely amid the flowers, unlike when it hovered menacingly. It reflects what was there before. If the first bee foretold Anthony's painful past and how it would unwind, the bee in Bridgerton Season 2's epilogue represents how Anthony has managed to move on from it, thanks to his love for Kate. It was a bee sting that made him close himself off and put duty above anything else. And it was a bee sting to Kate that ignited their relationship and allowed him to reopen himself. The bee fittingly comes in the epilogue as a symbol of Anthony's acceptance of what transpired and the emergence of fresh love in its place. Next is why Queen Charlotte supports Anthony and Kate's marriage. marriage. Queen Charlotte's approval of Anthony and Kate's relationship is one of the main reasons it may grow. It is a noteworthy shift in strategy, given that she had previously arranged Anthony and Edwina's wedding, resulting in a royal mess that required meticulous cleanup to protect her reputation. However, Bridgerton's Queen Charlotte has a secret romantic side. As the King George scene in season 2 of the show reminds viewers, Bridgerton portrays King George III as a terrible character who is afflicted by illness. But the one thing he vividly recalls is his love for his wife and her love for him. It's a touching, lovely moment that highlights the frequently elusive and ineffable nature of love, the many forms it takes, the unexpected places it can be found, and that, in the end, it conquers all. True love is a rare thing to be completely cherished, which is why Queen Charlotte stands so steadfastly by King George, why she's often swept up in the season's romance, along with love for gossip and a desire to get one over on Lady Whistledown. Up next, what happens next to Anthony and Kate? Bridgerton book story. By Bridgerton season 2's conclusion, Anthony and Kate's tale is concluded, at least as far as there being the show's emphasis is concerned, which is fairly consistent with the books. Similar to Daphne and Simon, the books and show ostensibly move on from the relationship. However, Julia Quinn's books do provide some insight into what happens to Anthony and Kate after Bridgerton season 2. The first epilogue of The Viscount Who Loved Me confirms they have been together for 10 years, with the couple celebrating Anthony's 39th birthday. A second epilogue reveals they have been married for 5 years after that, participating in the yearly Pall Mall game at Aubrey Hall, which was referenced to in the epilogue. In addition, the Bridgerton books confirm that Anthony and Kate had 4 kids following the conclusion of Bridgerton season 2: Edmund, Miles, Charlotte, and Mary. Also, how Bridgerton sets up season 3's new main character. The focus of each Bridgerton book is on a different sister, a pattern that the television show has followed. Daphne was the focus of The Duke and I in season 1, and Anthony was the subject of The Viscount Who Loved Me in season 2. An Offer from a Gentleman, a love story focusing on Benedict Bridgerton and his search for love, including his falling for a maid, will be adapted for Bridgerton season 3 if it continues to follow the same order of the novels. Of course, the show could take a different turn, but the conclusion of Bridgerton season 2 does establish Benedict's narrative. He drops out of art school after Anthony reminds him of his duties as the second son. This sets the stage for him to become even more focused and present, and for further exploration of the tension between his outsider status and the freedoms he has enjoyed, and doing what is right and expected of him. Up next, the Bridgerton leak suggested season 3 might be out sooner than expected. Bridgerton is currently at the height of its popularity on Netflix, with both the original drama and a spin-off featuring Queen Charlotte generating a lot of talk among fans. Many fans began to speculate that Bridgerton season 3 would be coming sooner than most people thought, when ITV's This Morning glanced at some of the upcoming season's clothes and characters. According to Redditor May Christian, if one thinks about it, the Queen and King's relationship hasn't had as much to do in previous seasons to warrant a series dedicated to it. However, they could explore their relationship in depth in season 3, and then have Queen Charlotte as a spin-off of that to further explain. Although it may sound rosy, it is too soon to be excited about the upcoming premiere of Bridgerton season 3. According to recent reports in the Daily Mail, a canceled storyline has caused a delay in the third chapter's filming. Up next, Bridgerton's season 3 tale got so dark it had to be axed, delaying the show's return. According to a confidential inside source who spoke to Daily Mail, the delay in production was inevitable since Shonda Rhimes had insisted that the screenplay be changed. The executive producer decided against continuing with one of the narratives because it was too depressing. The Daily Mail suggested that the plot must be changed and involve The source also said that the plot was being changed to restore the enjoyment of earlier seasons. They guaranteed that Bridgerton supporters were considered when making all the alterations. For people to love season 3 as much as they did with the first 2 seasons, the writers want to make the story perfect. Although this justification is honorable and understandable, Bridgerton supporters are not pleased with the lengthy delays. Nearly 1.5 years passed between seasons 1 and 2, and many viewers hoped this gap gap would be shorter before season 3. The third season of the Netflix series, based on Julia Quinn's eponymous novel, is expected to center on Colin Bridgerton, a new Bridgerton sibling, and his romance with Penelope Featherington, better known as Lady Whistledown, a prominent character from the first 2 seasons. Fans eagerly anticipate the progression of Penelope and Colin's relationship, from friendship to love, especially in light of the enthralling season 2 that included Anthony Bridgerton and Kate Sharma as the virtually ideal romantic drama. Due to the numerous delays, the precise release date hasn't been disclosed yet. However, Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, a Bridgerton spin-off, is scheduled to debut following season 3 of Bridgerton. It is a prequel that focuses on Queen Charlotte's formative years and ascent to power. To reduce the long wait, fans hope Queen Charlotte will appear before season 3. However, as of now, it is unknown when the spin-off will premiere. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!